Meetings, rankings, trainings, and more. Those are your headlines for today's PWLC News. Today is Friday, December 11th. After having spent nearly 2 months on the road, meeting with franchisees, managers, assistant managers, sales counselors, and nurses in 10 different cities across the U.S., I'm of the firm belief it is time to get together in greater numbers sooner rather than later. And in doing so, give you the opportunity to hear from some of the top producers and performers in the network. I've invited Oscar Balbuena of Miami, Mary Ellen Philbin of Scranton, Pennsylvania, and Rika Edge of Pensacola, Florida, to join me at 2 meetings for all franchisees, all managers, all assistant managers, all sales counselors, and all nurses. I'm combining the original 7 regional franchisee meetings into 2 supercharged mega meetings. The first meeting will be held Tuesday, March 2nd in Akron, and Thursday, March 4th in Fort Lauderdale. The key element of both meetings will be presentations by Oscar Balbuena, Mary Ellen Philbin, and Rika Edge on running your center like a sales organization, letting you climb inside their head and enjoying some Q&A with the 3 of them. They'll share with you how they maximize the PWLC operating system to maximize lead generation, presentations, new client acquisition, and product sales. A special 30-minute franchisee-only segment will address developing a super sales staff and how to compensate staff to achieve the most. You will not want to miss attending the meeting nearest you. Both meetings will be identical, so there's no need to attend both, and it doesn't matter which meeting you go to. This is your chance to hear from 3 franchisees that collectively generated over $10 million in sales through the end of November of this year. So be sure to mark your calendar and get your staff motivated to attend. Attendance information will be sent out over the next few weeks along with hotel details as well. Here are your rankings. Let's take a look at what's happened in the last 4 weeks in reverse order. Top 25, Streetsboro, Willoughby Hills, West Palm Beach, Worcester, Florence, Baltimore, Beechwood, Port St. Lucie, Medina, Coral Springs, Canton, Sea Ranch Lakes, or Fort Lauderdale, I should say, Mansfield, Margate, Plantation, Okeechobee, Zanesville, Davie, Allentown, Strongsville, Manassas, Parma Heights, Pensacola, and Fairfax, with number 1 being Miami. Again, that's in the last 4 weeks. In the last 90 days, your top 25 are St. Andrews, Canton, Medina, Columbus, Coral Springs, Columbia Northeast, Port St. Lucie, Clarksville, Plantation, Charleston, Margate, Mansfield, Zanesville, Florence, Baltimore Center, 1054, Allentown, Scranton, Davie, Strongsville, Okeechobee, Parma Heights, Pensacola, Fairfax, Manassas, and Miami. Again, that's for the last 90 days. In the year-to-date, here are our rankings through the end of November. Gainesville, Fort Lauderdale, Plantation, Columbus, Avon, Clarksville. Remember what I said earlier in the year? Clarksville's going to end up in the top 25 year-to-date, and they opened up mid-year. Margate, Mansfield, Coral Springs, Columbia Northeast, Allentown, Melbourne, Charleston, Zanesville, Onalaska, Davie, Florence, Strongsville, Parma Heights, Okeechobee, Manassas, Fairfax, Pensacola, Scranton, and Miami. 710 is number 1 in the country. Now, I will tell you, there are no fewer than 8 or 9 centers in that top 25 list that could keep their ranking as long as they keep up what they're doing, because you've got centers right behind you that are less than $1,000 apart from your ranking. Training's coming up, basic training. The next available basic training is the week of January 11th. You won't want to miss it. We had a full house this week. I believe we had a full house in October as well. Anticipate we'll probably have a full house right now. I probably have room for 3 more people, but you'll want to get a hold of us here very, very quickly. Next franchisee school, if you're looking for an opportunity to jump into franchisee school for a few days, January 18th is the week to do it, but you've got to let me know before the holidays that you're doing it. Some additional information. Maryland franchisees, you all got a letter about needing to post a bond. Can't seem to find a way around that, so you're going to have to, at our recommendation, go ahead and respond the way the state is asking you to respond. I want to say a great big thank you to Janet, Stephanie, Heather, Mike, Lauren, Celine, Michelle, and Letty for an absolutely spectacular week in basic training this week. One of the most enjoyable weeks I've had the opportunity, and one of the most spectacular groups I've had the opportunity to train with. What a fantastic group. Looking forward to all 3 of the grand openings that comprise that group. You're all going to do a fantastic job. Had a number of calls about vacation packages. I do not have any in my possession right now, but I will be managing towards that so we have them after the first of the year. Mark your calendar for Monday, January 4th for a brand new, never before, spectacular contest that we're going to do on our first day back after the holiday weekend of New Year. So mark that calendar, January 4th. You want to make sure everybody's working on that day. And a final note, some of you have been asking if the corporate office is going to be closed over the New Year or Christmas to New Year break. I have no idea at this point. That's Chuck Sakaris' call. However, for those of you that are new in the network, other than last year, traditionally for the last few years, we've closed between Christmas and New Year's. Just to be on the safe side, make sure you get all of your orders in by the 23rd of December, just in case we are closed, because if we're going to be closing, as usual in the past, we don't find out until about 4 o'clock the day before. So if you could get those orders in if need be. That's your wrap up for today. Thanks for all the emails and notes and faxes and voicemails. Sorry I've been away. I've been on the road doing training and doing interviews to replace the area directors. I'll have some announcements shortly. Have a great day, everybody.